I'm going to actually bring somebody up now they don't even know they're coming up. And I'm going to ask the question for them. So I've got a good buddy on the call. He was in the Rio Olympics, triathlete, Joe Maloy. I call him Hot Lap. It's a whole nother subject. So Joe, come say hello. And I'm asking the question for you.
The best questions are the ones Scott asks for you. What's up, Brandi?
Jen's here too. What's up, Jen?
So
Jen is
we see
Santa
each other
Clara
now.
Bronco. Like
Bronco.
Brandi. So the question, Brandi, on a scale of 1 to 10, birdie bites are the greatest thing you've ever tasted, or talk to me about that.
They are like an 11 plus, because I take them out to the golf course, and hopefully, you guys don't mind, I have mashed it into a milkshake. And so I use it in all different ways. I have it with a banana. I have it out on the golf course. I put it in my ice cream. I love them. They're phenomenal.
Thank you so much.
I want to know, are there other flavors?
We're working on it. We're working on it. We can't just give it all up right away.
Right.
Got you.
No,
Got you. I think the one you have is perfect, but was curious.
Oh, thank you. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna jump the line and just ask a follow-up question, because I noticed the subtitle of your book is putting the fun back in competitive sports. And just an example of how you do that in something you're working on right now and why you think it's important.
Well, I didn't start playing sports because I thought I would win the World Cup and have my picture taken. I started playing sports because it was fun. It made me feel good. I love to compete with myself and against other people. And so I think putting the fun back in sports, I think as we all can see, sports right now for youth is going towards, you only have to play one, right? You have to choose so early. And I feel for a lot of kids, that's not as fun, right? And so if I want my son or other kids to come back to playing, having a good time is important. So, and I'm the biggest kid. So for me, I want to be on the field, and I love having fun, and I love good high fives. And I love the moment, Joe and Jen, when, you're in the heat of the moment and something awesome happens, and you can look across to your teammate and you lock eyes and you're like, without saying a word, you're like, I got you. Like we just did that. That thing was amazing. And I have chills just thinking about that, because that's what sports allows, us to experience, right? This connection with other people, this aha moment, I can't believe I just did that. And now we get to look at someone and be like, yep. And we're like, that keeps us together forever. Like, that's the fun that I love. And I want to help make that more prosperous for all these young people who are coming to sports for all the right reasons. And I want them to stay in it for the rest of their lives because they just had so much fun they couldn't stop.
I think Joe and Jen are both people that have a lot of fun. And I tell the story all the time. First time I met Joe, and Meg and I are climbing this mountain with Jesse Isler and a bunch of others. And Joe is sprinting up the mountain with the grin on his face like this.
Yes.
And we're like, who the hell is this guy? What is wrong with him? So he was having fun. We were dying, and he was having fun. All right.
But even when you're in, when it's the hardest, right? Even when it's the hardest, that might be the best time to embrace that. Oh my gosh, how incredible is this? And for a long time, I'll say, Scott, I didn't embrace that. When I got out of that youth sports and into that national team for a while, it was grinding on me because I was afraid. And talking about mental health earlier, and I was paralyzing myself with, what if I don't make it to that marker, or if I don't beat the time? What if I don't get to there? And that just it made me so afraid. And I was stopping myself from really enjoying those moments. So, you know, when it's hard, I hope everybody walks away from this discussion today with this takeaway, which is when it is hard, find that happy place and then smile and push one more time. And you'll see that you can do it, because I didn't believe for a long time that I could. And that kept me from all the other good things inside that I didn't even know existed. So I love that Joe was running up the mountain with this big grin on his face when everybody felt like, you know, either their lungs were going to burst or their heart was going to come up out of their, you know, just like their legs are burning. Like, that's the moment when if you go, okay, let's go, and you do, you're like, no, that's so euphoric. That's amazing.